Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to our lecturer, Mr. Yousef, and good morning to all of my friends. So in this occasion, we would like to present you about materials that talk about understanding consonant and vowel. But before we do our presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves. So first of all, my name is Defran Nugroho, and I am as the moderator of today's presentation. And for the next member is Fiska.
Hello everyone, my name is Fiska Anugrah. My name is Firzha Ramdhani. My name is Rukmana.
Good morning everyone. My name is Firzha Ramdhani.
And that's all for today. Let's jump into the topic. So our presentation will contain about the definition, the types, the difference, and the last not least the conclusions. First, we will tell the definitions of consonant and vowel. Second, we will describe the various types of consonant and vowel. The third, we will explain how to difference between consonant and vowel. And last, we will make a conclusion about consonant and vowel. Start with the definition. What is consonant and what is vowel? Consonant are letters that represent certain speech sounds, specifically sounds that involve blocking the air before it leaves the mouth, such as with the tongue, lips, or throat. There are two types of consonant: the always consonant and sometimes consonant. The always consonant is the term could be used to refer to speech sounds that are consistently and categorically classified as consonant in specific language. In such case, these sounds never function as vowels. At the other hand, sometimes consonant be used to describe sounds in language that can function as both consonants and vowel, depending on their positions in a word or syllable. Next is the types of consonant, and it will be delivered by Hawa. Please, Hawa, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you for the talk. There are some kind of consonant sounds. For the first is voice consonant. Voice consonant is these are sounds produced with vibration of vocal cords, such as B, D, G, V, and Z. Sorry. And second is voiceless consonant. Voiceless consonant, these are sounds produced with the vibration of the chords, such as P, T, K, F, and S. And next, nasal consonants. The nasal consonants, these are sounds produced by allowing air to escape through the nose, such as M, N, and N, as the word is seen. And the next is fricative consonant. Fricative consonant, these sounds are produced by forcing air through the nose, such as a narrow constriction in the vocal tract, such as F, S, and S. The word is shoe. And the next is a fricative consonant. A fricative consonant, the sounds start with a stop and release into a fricative, such as ch, and j. In the ch, as in word is choose or crutch or change, something like that. And in the j, as in word is judge or yeah, something like that. And next is liquid consonant. In the liquid consonant, let's include L and R, as in word is red. And are characterized by a more continuous flow of air. And the last is blind consonants. These are semi-vowel like J, as in word is yes, and W, as in word is wait, that have characteristic of both consonants and vowel. But from the transition between vowel and consonants, they are considered as the close vowels, such as I, Y, and U, which are realized that J and H and W were not part of the syllable that close. Thank you.
Thank you, Hawa, for the deliver. And next topic is about vowel, and it will be delivered by Fiska. Please, Fiska, the time comes.
Okay, thanks for the moderator. Here I will discuss the definition of vowel. What did you know about vowel? Letter that creates speech sound when air reaches the mouth without any blockage by the tongue, lips, or throat. And then, vowels are sound in most language that are characterized by open vocal cords, so there is no air pressure wave of above the glottis. And vowel contrast with consonant are characterized by the closure of one or more point of articulation along the vocal cord. And then an example of a vowel letter is I, A, I, U, E, O. This letter is quick in the vowel.
Thank you, Fiska. And next one, we'll talk about the sounds of vowel, and it will be delivered by Firzha. Please, Firzha, come to the front.
Vowel sound.
Firzha.
Okay, thank you, Mas Defran, as moderator. Okay, I want to describe about vowel sound. There is three of vowel sound, and number one is about monotones. A monotone is pure vowel sound that remains constant in quality throughout its entire duration. When pronounced, it does not involve any glide or movement from one vowel sound to another with the same syllable. For the example is bit and rap. And the second of vowel sound is diphthong. A diphthong is a complex vowel sound that starts with one vowel quality and glides into another with the same syllable. In other words, its combination of two vowel sounds in a single syllable. For the example is coin and cow. And the last one, triphthong. A triphthong is an even more complex vowel sound consists of the three distinct vowel qualities without quite a single syllable. Triphthong are relatively rare in English but can be found in some dialects and accents. For example, you in Korean. Okay, from this terms, describe the different ways vowel sound can be produced in language, with monotones being the simplest and the most stable is diphthong and triphthong. For being more complex, transitions between vowel sound with a single syllable.
Thank you, Firzha, for the presentation. And next topic is how to differentiate the vowel and consonant. And it will be delivered by Dita, Putri, Rukmana. Stage is yours.
Thank you, moderator. We continue this presentation. There is how to difference them and there is four difference of consonant and vowel. First is sound production. Sound production, there are seven sound production. There are seven sound production of consonant. The first is obstruction or constriction. The second, articulatory mechanism. And the third is stop. And the fourth is fricative. So next fricative and other mechanism, voicing, and last is voicing. So production of vowel, there are open vocal tracts, tongue position, tongue cape, tongue thickness, so lip rounding and voicing. And second, there is roll syllable. Sorry. Vowel are generally more audible than consonant because they involve less constriction or obstruction or eye flow in the vocal tract. This makes vowel consonant, on the other hand, involve varying degrees of constriction or closure in the vocal tract, which can result in a reduction in audibility compared to vowels. And for the sonority, vowels are highly sonorous sounds, meaning they have more open and resonant quality. This makes them melodious and continuous in speech. Consonants, in contrast, have lower sonority due to the various obstruction and closure involved in their production. They are less melodious and often contribute to the articulation and precision of speech. So, I'm sorry that tadi audibility and sonority. Sorry. So, second is roll in syllable. Okay, the first there is consonant in syllable. There is one set. Consonant can appear at the beginning of a syllable and are referred to as the one set. They are responsible for inviting the syllable and are often followed by a vowel, or in some cases another consonant. Example include cat. K is the one set, A is the nucleus. So plant, PL is the one set, I is the nucleus. And then string, STR is the one set, in is the nucleus. So in summary, consonant often function as the one set or coda of a syllable, while vowels typically serve as the nucleus. The combination of these 11 creates the basic building block classes of articulation include, ini articulation of consonant ya, pertama the first is articulation of consonant. There is bilabial. The lips come together to obstruct the air flow. Example, P, B, M. So the second is labiodental. The bottom lip contract the upper teeth, such as F, V, F, V. So next, interdental. The tongue is inserted between the teeth, such as tick, tick, and this, tick, and this. So next, alveolar. The tongue makes contact with the alveolar ridge just behind the upper front teeth, such as T, D, N, S, Z. I'm sorry. So next is palatal. The tongue contacts the hard palate near the alveolar ridge as shoe, as in shoe, as in measure, measure, measure. So the next is prelat. The back of the tongue contacts the soft palate or value, such as K, K. So the next is glottal. Contraction occurs at the level of the glottis on the space between the vocal cords, such as H, H. So manner of articulation, this refers to how the air flow is obstructed or modified as it passes through the constriction. Common manners of articulation include. So articulation of vowels. The first is tongue position. Vowels are primarily defined by the position of the tongue within the oral cavity. Tongue height. This refers to how high or low the tongue is in the mouth. Vowel can be high, close to the roof of the mouth, mild or low near the bottom of the mouth. Tongue backness. This refers to whether the tongue is positioned toward the front center or back of the mouth. Lip rounding. Lip rounding can also affect the articulation of certain vowels. Vowels can be rounded with the lips or under with the lips relaxed. In summary, consonants are characterized by specific place and manners of articulation as well as voicing, while vowels are primarily distinguished by the position of the tongue and some cases lip rounding. These articulatory features contribute to the production of the diverse range of speech sounds in human language. Okay, that's all. Continue to moderator.
Thank you for all the speaker, and please allow me to read or to tell the conclusion of this presentation. So, consonant sounds are created, produced when airflow is restricted in a certain way. For example, change in tongue positions, which results in the mouth not opening wide. Meanwhile, vowel sounds are sounds where the airflow doesn't stop when the sound is produced. The letters B, C, D, F, G, H, R, H, J, K, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, T, W, X, Y, and Z are used to spell consonants. Letter A, I, U, E, O are used to spell vowels. Learning consonant and vowel sounds is very important to know a little about how to understand each letter and word so that they can be pronounced in the correct form. And now we will open a Q&A session. Please, if you guys have a question, raise your hand first. Over.
My name is Alpha. I will give you questions. The questions is, how do the articulatory feature and airflow patterns differ when correcting consonant sounds compared to vowel sounds in human speech?
How do articulatory
Features and airflow
Okay. Finish. Next. Please.
So, my name is Alhamdulillah. My question is, what is central vowels? So, can you give some example of central vowel in English?
Yes. Okay, thank you, Anna, for the question. Last question, anyone? Yes.
My name is Dita, and I want to ask about what is vowel harmony and how does it affect the pronunciation of vowel in different language?
Thank you. Guys, do you mind if we discuss about your question first?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind? Do you mind?
Yeah.
It's fine. Sir?
di kita tuh masih kebanyakan A ya. Udah jangan dia doang yang kasihan banget. Masih ada. Kok di sini ya? Di sini. M tuh seharusnya di kelas E tau? Seharusnya di kelas E. Kebanyakan M. Muhammad. Boleh gitu. Gue tuh dari dulu biasanya absen ketiga sama keempat. Ya keempat itu keempat dulu. Terus sekarang jadi ke 14. Jadi tengah-tengah yang berarti ya. Alhamdulillah di Prodi. Enak dulu. Oh itu Prodi ya?
Okay.
Ini
First of all, let's say thank you for all the questions. And now let us to answer the questions. Start from our first question. So our question was, how do articulatory features and airfoil patterns differ when producing consonant sounds compared to vowel sounds in human speech? So the consonant sounds in articulatory features involve a construction or closure in the vocal tract, and it is creating an obstacle in obstacle to airflow. This closure or obstacle is occurred in various places. For example, lips, and then tongue, and last is the back of the tongue, or it called palate. And at the other hand, vowel sounds are produced with a relatively open vocal tract configuration, and there are no obstacle like the consonant sound. And for the airflow, consonant sounds can be further categorized into plosive, fricative, and approximant. Plosive involve a complete closure followed by a sudden release or creating a burst of airflow. For example, P. There's an airflow, and then another example is T, causing a turbulent airflow. And then for the vowel sounds are characterized by relatively unobstructed airflow, with the tongue and lips shaping the vocal tract to create different vowel qualities. And once again, vowel for the airflow are produced without the closure or the airflow in the consonant, like the consonant before. And for the summary, consonant sounds involve closure or constructions in the vocal tract, leading to various airflow patterns and acoustic characteristics, while in the vowel sounds are produced with a more open vocal tract. And it is involved relatively unobstructed airflow, leading to their distinct qualities in speech. Is that enough? the next question is from Hanum, and it will be answered by Howard.
Okay, the question is, what is a central vowel in phonetics? And can you give example of central vowels in English? A central vowel is a type of vowel sound produced with a tongue position in the center of the mouth. In the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA, central vowels are typically represented with symbols like E, A, or U. These vowels are characterized by having the tongue in a relatively neutral or central position without being pronounced near the front of or back of the mouth. Central vowels are found in various languages and can be heard in words like, for example, sofa, or but, or bird, or banana. The first and last vowel are central, such as so. In this example, you can hear the central vowels represented by symbols like and u. E, and u in the pronunciation of these words. Is it clear? Thank you.
Okay, answer. And for the last question from Bilkis will be answered by Mr. Phil. Please.
Thank you, Mas Defran. I want to answer this key question. What is vowel harmony and how does it affect the pronunciation of vowel in certain languages? Vowel harmony is a phonological phenomenon observed in some languages where vowels with words or verbs are influenced by each other in terms of their phonetic features, such as their high, mid, and low, bigness, round, central, back, or roundness. The presence of vowel harmony can affect the pronunciation and morphology of words. Vowel harmony can affect the pronunciation of vowel in certain language by enforcing rules based on which vowels and consist with a word or across a page. The effect are assimilation. Vowel harmony can lead to assimilation, where vowels with a word become more similar to each other. In terms of certain phonetic features, is assimilation effect the overall pronunciation of the word, and then word of formation. Vowel harmony can also affect word formation and morphological process. For the example, you can add suffix to word that harmonies with the vowel in the root of word, which impact how the word is pronunciated. And the last one is of speech. Vowel harmony that enhance the ease of speech by reducing the need for change in tongue position and articulation when transition between vowel with word. Okay. Okay, thank you.
That's all the questions that we can answer. And thank you guys for the attention. I hope you guys found our presentation informative